I'm Carrie Grant and I work mainly on television as a TV presenter and also as a vocal coach. I was diagnosed with Crohn's when I was 20, but I had been ill from the age of 18, so I'd been ill for 2 years. I think that's the thing that's really hard for people with Crohn's and colitis, is that they can go for so long undiagnosed and for so long really being misunderstood. I think that working with Crohn's is like any other area of having Crohn's. Doing life is difficult, so obviously working is just another kind of area that you're having to try and normalise your Crohn's into. I think that anything to do with chronic illness takes time to adjust to. I always try to remind myself that it took 5 years for me to just get in my head that I have Crohn's. Once I'd understood what that meant, everything felt easier, and even the practical things felt more easy to deal with. The hard thing about having Crohn's disease is that you don't know how you're going to feel from one day to the next. And that's, you can't plan, you can't say, oh, I've got Thursday off, I think I'll choose to be ill on Thursday. You know, I could wake up on Wednesday when I'm doing witness and be really ill. And the only thing that I can do is I can't cancel work in those situations, so I have to somehow fight through. I think that often employers will think of a person with Crohn's or colitis as, oh, well, I'm going to have to put up with that. I think sometimes they only look at the negative. Personally, I think that someone that has had to deal with having a long-term chronic incurable illness will be an amazing person. We need to get better at diagnosing. If a dentist can diagnose Crohn's in me 20 years ago, then I'm sure that a gastroenterologist can manage somehow to diagnose Crohn's. For anyone who has just been diagnosed and you're a young person on the outset of your life, just coming into, wow, these are the years I should be really living, and look, I've just got ill. That's a really hard thing to deal with, and I think that there is so much pressure in our society to have instant everything, takeaway, supply straight away. There is a pressure on us to have everything sewn up and dealt with immediately. That's not going to happen. If it takes 5 years to adjust to having these illnesses, then take that 5 years. To get on top of what it is you've got, facts is the most important thing to begin with. I think facts empower people. Oh, this is what I've got, okay, now I know the size of what it is that I'm dealing with. Being a Crohn's sufferer has affected my career at times in the sense that I've had to take time out because I've been having surgery, I've been in hospital for long periods of time. So of course that does impact my career. Having said that, I would say that I am most known these days for mentoring people, for understanding people, for emotional interviewing, for really getting under the skin of a person, whether that's to do with vocal coaching or whether that's to do with interviewing on the One Show and stuff. And those qualities that I think I now possess in my 40s are a direct result of having Crohn's disease. So I look at what I do in my job today and I think, actually, if I hadn't had Crohn's, I may not be doing this.